Howdy, folks. Welcome back to the dead game, Cattle and Crops. It's been a long day at work. I am tired. I was just going to chill out and pick up some straw, so I thought I'd go live. Some people might want to hang out. Some people might want to watch this. We'll see, but not going to be a very long stream. I've actually got to work more later tonight, but yeah, we're just picking up some straw. And the bale physics in this game are pretty good. Just getting started. I got that picked up the other day. It's like, you know what? This thing, it's dead, but it's still got some stuff to offer. Would love to see some physics like this in the other farming game. Probably will never happen. Thought about getting my wheel and track IR out, but that's too much work. And this actually operates like real hydraulics, so it's a little tricky with the mouse. All right, punch in there. There you go. It's definitely a lot slower than other games. Not as used to this. Set that down there. So it works kind of like like I said, like real hydraulics. It's the rate. So you're controlling the rate at which the hydraulics are flowing. So it's a little squirrely on the mouse. Yeah, we're just picking up straw. It's not going to be terribly exciting, but you know what? Some people like to chill, so here we are. Tilt that down just a bit. And we can get about 3 on here. No problem. And this does have auto load on both the forks and the trailer built in, but I'm going to do it manual, at least for now. Kind of get a feel for it. I love the way the machines move and react. It's so good. Just gonna get cruise 1 down at a fairly low speed. Had it up around 10 kilometers an hour when I was baling. Alright, let's get you right there on the back of the trailer. This would work great with a joystick, but I don't have one of those hooked up right now. Yeah, let's just push you on over. Get a little bit of pressure off the fork. Should back right out of here. We had a little bit of stickiness. I didn't release enough pressure. Of course, you can't feel the pressure on a game, so. What's up, Mark? Yeah, I come back to it now and then when I get the farming itch. The crops part is pretty good. It's mostly complete. The only thing that's really missing from the crop side of it is the economy, which is just not there. It's just random every time you start the game. It doesn't even save. But with Farm Sim 25 coming out and the announcements and stuff, I'm like, you know what? I've seen all that before back in 2017 when Cattle and Crops came out. So maybe reinstall it again. I still had this save that I've had for years. I don't remember when I started this one. I know I streamed this At some point in the past, I don't know if it was a year and a half, 2 ago, something like that. And this is that same farm. All right, let's hook up to the trailer, and that's the closest one. Ooh, it jumped. I thought it was going to throw the bales off, but we're good. And we're just going to move this down a little bit. Something like that. And I'm going to actually use this so I can try to get the right hitch. Not the weight. I want not the front loader. I need to go to this one, and then, yeah, there we go, detach. Perfect. Oh, it's defaulting to 10. I guess it's resetting it to be automatic. Maybe when I hooked up the trailer? I don't remember how that works. Yeah, Mark, I'm in the same boat. I didn't even buy 22. They did send me a key to review, so that was nice of Giants. And I did buy the Forestry DLC. I forget what it was called, but I didn't actually buy 22. I almost didn't buy 19. I was pretty much done with it after 17. But then, if I remember right, 19 is where they had the, like, build your own stuff and terraform, and that kind of drew me in for the creative side of building your own farm. But I think 17 with all the mods was kind of peak farm sim for me. And yeah, I didn't see anything in 25. They were all excited about fog. I'm like, really? Okay. But hey, you know, lots and lots of people are loving it and they're looking forward to it, so more power to them. It's just not for me. Tilt, yeah, the tilt seems a lot more sensitive than the up-down. Oh, you didn't play any of 19? Yeah, 17 with, like, seasons and more realistic mod and all that was really good. And then they completely ruined seasons when they stole the mod and put it in, well, they didn't steal the mod, but when they took the mod and put it in 22 and just completely watered it down. I'm not getting these very straight, but that's not the end of the world. Hey, Barcotics, how's it going? Just chilling after a long day of work, and we're stacking some straw. Could probably get 4 on there, but I don't want to tempt fate. Actually, I guess I should look. Is there anything? No, there's no extensions or anything you can do on the front. Whoa! Easy there, Tiger. Well, those bales did move a little bit on the trailer, it looks like. I love the slow speed control, too. It's so much easier to drive slow in this game because it actually feels like you're in a massive tractor. So I'm going to come up here and then push these that way. If I can. Oh, we're actually rolling because physics. Alright, hold the brakes in. Still not getting the forks lowered quite enough. How much is the counterweight? I don't have any extra plates on it, so I believe it's 1 ton. Metric ton. Let me just take a quick look. Oh, no, sorry, 2 ton. With no... Or wait, does that go up to 2 ton? No, the base is 2 ton, and you can add up to 600 more kilograms with the plates. So 2 tons. My bad. 2 ton. And this is the, I think it's the 530. Yeah, 530. 140 horse, if I remember correctly. Plenty of tractor to do this. It was just enough tractor to pull the baler. Baler's sitting over there. Actually, the baler is going to go bye-bye here in a second. It's only rented till 2:53. So it's going to hang out over there for another 30 minutes or so. Ice 85. Howdy, howdy. Hey, Colin. I don't have any mods installed on this save. Haven't really looked at the state of mods for a couple years. A little forward. There we go. That weight come all the way off the tires. Poke in there. That's weird. Sometimes there's little spots on the bales that feel like they're impenetrable. I think I was hitting one of those. Hey, Barcotics. I mean, it's better in some regards, but better overall, no. Just because it's dead. Doesn't have nearly as much equipment. I mean, it does a lot of things better than Farming Simulator, in my opinion. But I think it would be kind of silly to call it better, like, overall. As far as, like, I want to chill and do some farming, I'm playing this. Because the physics is so much better. I don't really have any desire to play Farm Simulator. But no, I don't think anybody would just say it's better. It does a lot of things very well. But there were a lot of problems with the project. There's probably a lot of reasons it didn't succeed. One of them is the performance was absolutely terrible for most of the life of the project. It wasn't until near the end of, before it got abandoned, that they got the performance under control. I didn't do a very good job picking up those bales. Thanks, autosave. And surprisingly, this is still on sale on Steam. Not on sale, it's still for sale. Even though, like, even the website's dead, the forums are gone. I mean, it's been abandoned for 2.5, I think it'd be 3 years in, like, November. But it's still on the Steam store. I wouldn't recommend buying it, but I backed it, pretty sure I backed this on Kickstarter way back in the day. And it failed, which is one of the risks of Kickstarter. Alright, I should be able to get a third row on there. Let's go ahead and move the trailer down. Hey, Doug. Howdy, howdy. Yeah, it looks fun. You can have some fun with it. I still fire it up now and then. The cattle part is just very, very, very bare bones. There's not much to do for the cattle stuff. But the crops is pretty well complete. So, I do some crops, not much cattle. And no, there's no workshop support. It uses an oddball engine, like the C4 engine that nobody's ever heard of. Modding is possible, but not easy. There's not really any documentation. Although Nighthawk, I think that's how his name translates from German. He was super active on the forums, and he made a whole like overhaul mod that adds like dairy cows and just all kinds of crazy stuff to this. I tried it. That was probably like 3 years ago, and I couldn't figure out how the dang thing worked. It was so complicated, and like most of the documentation was in German. So, let's see. We need to get unhooked. If I just hit Q, is it gonna do the right thing? It is. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if it unhooked that or if it unhooked something else. Two-door the gamer, welcome. If you're just tuning in, this is Cattle and Crops. It is a dead, abandoned game. But I still fire it up now and then because the physics and the vehicles and stuff are just so good. The crop simulation is really good. It's got a lot going for it for a dead game. And I had a long day at work. I'm super tired. I've got to do some more work later tonight. And I just wanted to chill and pick up some straw. So here we are. Thought I'd fire up the stream. I did a whole farming series on this on YouTube. You can find it on my playlists. Probably 4 years ago. It's been a while. Did a whole, I don't remember if it was like 30 videos or did a whole farming series on it. Even did some mods. This really makes me want to bust out my wheel and track IR joystick, but I'm not going to do it tonight. It is super immersive in the cab, and it's got in-cab controls, and yeah, it's, like I said, it's got a lot going for it, but it is a dead, abandoned game, so there's that. You didn't pick that up very good at all there, sir. Let's try that again. Set you back on the ground. I was not anywhere close to lined up in the middle there. I'm running right into the tree. Good job. See if we can see can we see the tracks, kind of? It's a little hard to see. Do I have a flashlight? Is it F? Yeah, there it is. I don't know if that really helps any. But there's tire tracks in the field, and those are persistent. Like they save. It's a permanent part of the field. There's compaction at several different levels. If I pull up the field overlay here, you can see where I've driven in all these fields, and there's like a crumbliness, and then there's a crumb density, and then there's upper and lower soil density. It's all baked into the field. Pretty cool stuff. Anyway, dead game has a lot to offer, though. This is the kind of stuff I'd love to see in a popular farming game that doesn't get abandoned. So I made the video last weekend. It actually got a lot better reception than I thought it would. Only a few fanboys downvoted it. Quite a few thumbs up, and I think it's up to like 6,000 views now, which for my channel is huge. And I still didn't get in the middle of the bales. Not doing a very good job here. Oops. All right, let's get over a little bit. Yeah, driving affects the soil as far as density and whatnot. And then you have different like types of cultivators and a plow, depending on which part of the soil you want to work. It's all modeled pretty well. All right, that's not quite fallen off. I think we could make that work. Whoa, easy, easy. Can't just sling these big heavy bales around. They will fall off. And I know it doesn't really translate in video form, but just the feel of driving the vehicles in this game is so good. It's not like you're driving a styrofoam tractor like in Farming Simulator. It has no mass or inertia. Oh boy. Can we get... No, we're kind of bumping up against the trailer there. There we go. Yeah, just shove it on in there. It'll be fine. Yeah, need to take a little more pressure off. Oh no. I caught the edge of the other bale. Wah, wah, wah. I do play SnowRunner, yep. It's been a while since I played it, but I think I've even streamed it on here. Alright, well, now's a good chance to show off the autoload. Let's fix this with autoload. We'll just, we'll let autoload figure it out. We'll see how that goes. I think it might be a little buggy, but it's been a while since I used it. Alright, we're going to hook back up to the trailer. And then we're going to go to the trailer and we're going to say... Yeah, collect and stack bales. Ta-da! Alright, cool. So that worked. That doesn't, however... affix them to the trailer unless you turn on the bale magnet. So they will still fall off unless you turn that on. So they all still have their physics. I think we'll get... Let's get one more row on there, then we'll take them down to the sell point. And yes, you can get stuck. It's rare. I managed to do it actually in the corner of this field. Right above the cab of the tractor over there. I think I had spread slurry and it had rained and that corner of the field over there was super wet. I ended up getting the tractor stuck there. There's a video on that. I don't remember what it's called. But there's a video on the channel of me getting that tractor out. The game has a tow bar. Yeah, manual attach. That's still a mod even for 22. And you can do that in this game. It's built in if you want to. Boink. All right. Lower you down. Oh, you're dragging on the bale a little bit. Let's back off just a touch. Because the forks are actually coming forward a bit as they lower. All right, can we back up? There we go. So yeah, if I'm going to put the parking brake on because this game does have physics. If you want to go super immersive, you can do stuff like that. And you don't climb out, but you can open up the door. And if you want to come back here, you can interact with stuff. Like I can add a plate, take it away. I can detach all this stuff manually if you want to do so. Oh hey, let's take our parking brake off. The hydraulics are so slow when you're used to Farming Simulator, but they're a little more realistic. And I'm using the mouse, so it's a little more difficult. All right, up we go. How are we looking over here? I'm gonna get over just a touch. Easy there, Tiger. Nope, wrong direction. Tilt down, go down. All right, one more, and we're going to go sell some bales. And I didn't look and do the math to see if it would be more economical to just pick the straw up with a pickup wagon rather than baling it and collecting it, but I like the bale physics, so I did bales. And then the hay is really good in this game too. Like I planted grass in this field over here. You actually cut it and it models the moisture in each like clump of hay that you cut. You have to turn it and usually have to turn it several times depending on how much rain and moisture are around. It's got really good hay simulation. And there are some problems with the physics. You can see the whole trailer worth of straw is kind of wanting to drift off the trailer. So definitely not perfect. All right, let's go sell some straw. I like this big weight too because it has a hitch on the back, so you don't have to take it off to hook a trailer up. So if I wanted to, I can put the parking brake on and we can hop out of the tractor and we can come back here and say, hey, attach. Wink. So that's an option. All right, let's do the... There we go. They're now fixed in place. They will not fall off the trailer. They're a little slidey. I could be brave and turn that off. I'm not sure we'll make it all the way to town with them leaning off the trailer like that. I'm using the cruise control quite a bit here. It's got 3 different levels, and you can set those 3 different speeds independently. Actually, while we're here, let's take a quick look at the baler before it gets returned here in about 20 minutes. This is the kind of cool detail stuff I'd like to see in a farming simulator. So when this is running, you can actually see all these parts moving, and it actually makes the bale. And it models the pickup. So if you drive too fast, you can actually clog it, and you'll have to stop, turn it off, get out, and come over here and manually click and unclog the straw or grass or whatever it is you're baling. Yeah, there's a ton of detail. So I'd like to see this in other farming games at some point. And they did get it finished. There was going to be support for like twine and whatnot, but I don't think that part ever got done, from what I recall anyway. I didn't need to add anything to this to make these straw bales. But yeah, anyway, cool stuff. Let's go sell some straw. What's up, 9-inch nails? Oh, and you can't get in the tractor from this side because it's blocked, right? You can't climb in because there's an arm in the way. So you actually have to go around to this side of the tractor and get in. Ta-da! It finally fell off. There's some problems with the physics, for sure. All right, let's do this. There we go. Let's see if they'll sit on there now. Go, tractor. You got this. Did you twang the straps? Yeah, there are no straps, unfortunately. Oh, is this not in four-wheel drive anymore? Alright, parking brake on. I put this in four-wheel drive when I was bailing. Oh, it doesn't remember that. Okay. That part doesn't save. Yeah, four-wheel drive. That would be important. Hoi! Come on! Go, go, go! Got this! Yeah, it's just going to keep drifting off the trailer, so let's turn that on. The problem with doing that is I think it turns off the weight, too. So it's less fun. But now they won't fall off. Let's see. We need to get our beacons on. Hazards going. Got the horn. Got a cat running out in the way. If you honk at your animals, they'll run out of the way. Best feature in the game. We got a dog, too. There's a doggy over here. We got a dog and a cat. And there's actually mice in the barn. I don't know if the cat ever chases them, but there are mice. Or there might be rats. I'm not sure. Alright, let's crank up the speed. Turn the beacons off. Ooh, we might want to slow down a little bit. I don't see anybody coming. We're going to go for it. We're going to need our momentum to get up this hill here without slowing down too much. I got to remember how to get to the sell point. I think we actually have to go around. I used to cut through sometimes, make my own road. Whoa, we're inside of a straw bale. Alright, let's start slowing her down. How are we looking? No traffic. All right, excellent. I think 40 is plenty fast for where we're going. Whee! Yeah, it just started to peel off. Maybe it doesn't get rid of the weight. I'm not sure. It does feel like we're pulling a pretty heavy trailer. I don't think no traffic comes down on this road. So there's a sell point over here at the harbor somewhere. Seem to recall. Oh yeah, it's that big building down there. Man, I had such high hopes for this game. Sad that it ran out of money. I think we go around back and there's a sell point over on the far side for bales. Hey, Rokana. Hope I said that right. Unload. Stopping in before work. Alrighty, we'll have a good one at work. I think I translated that correctly. Alright, we have 18 bales. Total weight just over 8 metric tons, and it's $1,200. Doink. There we go. 1,200 buckaroos. Now, one of the other cool things I like about this game is you can say, I don't feel like driving back to the field, so just drive me back to the field. And then I can kick back with my cold Cherry Coke Zero here. And Mr. AI will drive us back to the field. How do you like that? Not through the tree. So that's really handy, especially when you've got a bunch of helpers going. So yeah, you just right click on the map where you want to go and it figures it out. Time is it going to be 2:48? It seems so dark. It must be, is it cloudy? No, it's just kind of a little bit hazy here on a October afternoon. Rental period will end. Yep. There's our 5-minute warning for the baler. Baylor's going to go bye-bye. I just rented it for, I think, 2 hours. And had plenty of time to get that field done. Uh-oh. Nightbot, calm down. Too many exclamation points, maybe? I didn't catch the message before it got deleted. Nightbot doesn't like lots of capitals or lots of symbols, stuff like that. So sorry about that. Handsome devil. That's what Mrs. Kerbo says. The cool thing is the traffic will actually react to you. Like, they'll stop. They're not just on rails. You can push them off the road, and then they'll drive back onto the road and go on their way. Too many all at once in all caps? Yeah. Sorry about that. Nightbot gets a little excited sometimes. Uh-oh. We're going to spear this van? Nope. The AI are aware of each other, so they usually don't smack into each other. Alright, I'm actually going to take that off of autopilot. Turn off the hazards. It's back to me driving now. Come on, tractor. I like that everything's not just overpowered. It's a steep hill. And that's a big heavy trailer, so it's going to be a little slow. What's up, doggy? My stuff's just kind of everywhere because the AI drops it. I had them doing the planting and whatnot. They just kind of drop it wherever. Here, let me get rid of that waypoint. There we go. Alright, I think we're going to do... Let's do this load with auto load. So if we go back over here... Yeah, those are both turned on, so... Actually, what if I turn that off? I have the attach on. Alright, in 2 minutes, that baler's going to disappear. Just saw the face of Kerbo. I've been on camera plenty of times. I just don't keep it up all the time, because I don't like that when I'm watching videos or streams. So I don't have it up on my stream. Alright, let's put you there. Let's grab a bale and see what it does. Wait, what did I miss? Pee and poo? What? What are you guys talking about? I missed something. Nightbot won't care if you say pee, though. That's what you're saying. Oh, it's the first time you've seen it? Yeah, I don't have my face up on the videos. I usually don't have it up on the stream. Okay, it hasn't done anything yet. Now, if I put it on the trailer, does it lock it down? No. Doesn't seem to really lock it down. So maybe that only is in effect with the auto load? I'm not sure how that works. Woo! Now I'm curious, if I turn on the auto collect, can I just drive up to the trailer and it pops it off the forks? So, oh, it turned off. Oh, does it turn off when you unhook? That might be the case. All right, we've unhooked. Let me rehook and see if it's turned off. No, it kept that on. Weird. I don't know. All right, let's bring the bale. I'm trying to sling it across the field. Let's bring the bale up here. Does it grab it off my forks? It does. Okay, cool. I kind of want to do that. Because getting them on the trailer is a little fiddly. That part of the physics is not necessarily the best. I do like the physics of them on the forks, and the weight and the resistance and how they interact with the forks is very nice. Yeah, it could be just because I'm old, Rakana, but I don't like the whole over-the-top YouTuber thing. And they've got, like, you know, subscribe and tons of overlays, and a fourth of the screen is their face. I mean, a lot of people like that, but it's just not for me. All right, good night. Have a good one. Thanks for dropping in. Am I still in four-wheel drive? No. Why do you keep turning that off? Did I get... Oh, I got out of the tractor. Does that shouldn't turn it off, should it? No? Okay, I don't know how that got turned off, but whatever. Oh, I know why I got turned off, because I had the autopilot. I had the AI drive me over here, and he turned it off. That explains that. You're not even close to getting lined up with that bale. What are you doing? All right, there's 3 bales. Blame it on the AI. Yep. The dawn of YouTube. Back in aught 5, when I twas but a young lad. Get a little bolder now. Of course, we could just drive the trailer along and have it pick up, but that's not the point of tonight's exercise. The point is to not think about work and load some bales. So far, mission accomplished. Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy. No! We were so close. Try that again. No, why do you keep flipping forward? Because I'm using the mouse and I'm just terrible? Sounds like a reasonable explanation. There you go. Love it. You pick those up and you swerve a little bit and it's got that slight rock back and forth. That big old heavy bale out there. It's just so good. It may not translate that well to video. The physics handling is just really good. My favorite part about this game. And just all the detail around crops and fertilizing and soil and that stuff too. There's even wear and tear, like you need to go repair your stuff. Yeah, it's really good. Shame about the whole running out of money thing. Going in a straight line, so we'll crank the speed up. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and move the trailer. We're getting kind of far away from stuff. If I drive by, I'm not sure how close I need to be. Yeah, about that close, apparently. Alright, let's come over here and park. Gather up some more bales. Somewhere about in there ought to do. It's the best pickup job ever. Is it gonna stay on there? Nope. I just grabbed it by the corner. It's not having any of it. You really got to pick them up the right way, or it just doesn't hold together very well. There we go. I don't remember that Darkwind, but the people that started Callan Crops, I believe, were modders for FarmSim. Because I think, oh no, wait, yeah, I think the guy that the guy that made the GPS mod was doing the AI for Callan Crops, and then I think when it failed, maybe he went to Giants. I don't know for sure, but there was some crossover there for sure between modders of FarmSim and this game. But I don't recall the details. Woo! Do a burnout. Oh, that's terrible. Back up and try again. There you go. And I don't know if they were like edicts from the publisher or something, but if you go to the Steam page today and go to the discussions, there's no mention from the development team or the publisher that, hey, this game is abandoned, we ran out of money. They did finally put a post on the forums after such fierce backlash from the community. But of course, the forums are gone now. So yeah, that kind of thing sucks. Left a bad taste. And we just got months of radio silence until they finally admitted, hey, yeah, we're out of money, it's dead. So it wasn't handled very well either. Yeah, it's not a bad game. I mean, it's not finished, and there's some bugs and stuff here and there, but the crops part does, I mean, it all works. You can plant and fertilize, and you can do all the things with the crops. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that is missing there. But there's just so much other stuff that doesn't work, like the economy. The cattle stuff just isn't really there. But crops and hay, yeah, that works fine. I still play it occasionally to get my farming itch scratched. This may not look exciting, but I always enjoyed, even in Farming Simulator, like manually stacking stuff and using the front loader. So this is my therapy. And I don't know how much of the physics is their code and how much is just the C4 engine, but it's really good. All right, that should be another full load. You see the baler's disappeared. Its rental period was up, so it went poof. Oh wait, we can get 4? How high can we go on here? I miscalculated. I thought it was only 3. All right, let's get this trailer a little closer to the action. And the AI is really good. Like, I didn't plant either one of these crops that I have. I had the AI do all that. And fertilize as well. I just set up tasks and said, hey, go do this. Okay, so it doesn't stick them to the trailer when you're auto-loading. Good to know. Do have some drift. Which is unfortunate, because the bale physics is really good. But they do tend to drift on the trailer, you can see there. Wasn't sure if it would keep rolling. Looks like it has brakes. There is a hose, so I guess it has brakes. Alright, now what if I bring this over and it snaps in place? Does that resituate them all? It does. Alright, cool. Hey, Zerg. Yeah, I was just wanting to chill tonight. I wasn't really in the mood for Arma. I do need to get back to my anti-Stasi campaign. Life and work have just been super busy. And I've got to work some more tonight, but I was gonna do this to unwind, so I thought I'd just fire up the stream in case some people wanted to hang out. And I wasn't sure how that video would go over, but the reception was pretty good, so. There's more people out there than I thought who would like to have an actual farming simulator. Spoiler alert, it's not going to come from Giants. They have zero reason to innovate at all. Can't blame them. Their audience doesn't want it, so why would they give it to them? All right. One more bale? I don't know how tall this goes. We grab a couple bales and see what happens. Yeah, choice is always a good thing, but Giants pretty much has a stranglehold on the market. Whoa! Doing my usual stellar job of driving. I'm gonna just take a full stack over there and we'll see what happens. Oops. Get the forks lined up. There we go. Let the mud fly. Yeah, Mark, that's kind of the best and worst thing about it. Farming Simulator. Where would they be without mods? It is a super moddable game. You gotta hand it to them. They nailed that part. Okay, I guess we'll take 2 on the forks, maybe? Let's get that lean back and pretty low, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, wait, I didn't magnetize. I better magnetize the trailer. Because they're going to drift. I wish if it wouldn't drift, it would be great. Because they will just sit there. But they start sliding across the floor of the trailer. So turn that off and turn that on. No, that's taking away the weight, isn't it? You can see it, like it comes up on the suspension. That also takes away the weight. I can literally see it sliding. Alright, fine. I guess we'll just have to do that. Otherwise, the whole stack's gonna just slide off the trailer. So we'll go intercept the road over here. At least they're not dovetail. That's true. But again, dovetail caters to their audience, and the audience just laps it up, so can't really blame them. You know what? Let's see what happens. They're probably all going to fall off. Yeah, they're already drifting off the trailer. We'll see what happens. Worst that happens, they fall off the trailer and we have to pick them back up. It's auto collect. We can do that. All right, I'm going to put the Cruise 3 on 30 and we'll see how we do. Let's get in our lane. Yeah, modders for Farm Sim can make a decent chunk of money off the mod hub. That's why there's so much infighting and shenanigans going on. You know, it's sliding a little bit off the trailer. Load may shift in transit. So other than that, where it likes to slide on the trailer, the bale physics is really good. Oh, there's the deer. Hiding in the bushes. Where am I? Okay, there's the farm. Oh, drifted a little too far. All right, turn on the collect and stack. So I think I did a couple little mods for Farm Sim, and I just set it to donate to a charity. I think I made like 50 bucks, 100 bucks maybe, not much. But yeah, you can make some decent money if you got a popular mod. All right, and then we want to turn on the magnet, or if I just leave that on, are you still gonna drift? We'll keep an eye on it. And I don't think it used to do that. I guess I'd have to go back and check some of my older videos. I don't think it used to drift that bad. That changed, I think, at some point during the development. We're losing speed here, Chief. I mean, it's a hill. It doesn't look like much if you're used to farm sim physics, but that's a lot of weight. I think when I only had 3 stack high, it was 8. So it's got to be like, what, 10? 10 ton or so? Do I need to... No, we just follow this around. The lights are pretty terrible. Like, you see the flashy lights on the trailer? The lights on the vehicles are pretty terrible. Oh, it is shifting a bit, isn't it? This guy's like, get out of here! If we come around this corner, will it shift back? Not so much. Okay, let's turn on the magnet, I guess. Or should we just let them all fall off again? Not a perfect game by any means. Okay, we're coming around. Yeah, we're coming around the corner. It's like probably could have bumped the speed up a little bit. We're kind of on the straighter parts now. End up like a Final Destination movie. Surprisingly, nobody's caught me yet. I thought we'd have traffic behind us. The gravity slow us down. Let's go back to cruise 2. That's plenty. That's the shop. That's where when you buy stuff, you can have it delivered at the shop for free. You can pay a small fee and have it delivered directly to your farm if you want. Bales on the forks are kind of getting droopy. 13-ton Darkwind. I'm going to call it 10.5. Get some speed on this back straightaway. Like the suspension on the trailer went up like it was canceling out the weight, but it still feels like I'm pulling the heavy trailer, so I don't know. Maybe it's just not doing the suspension anymore or something. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's Germany, Zerg. Set in Germany. It was a German company. Part of the problem was they just focused on the German market for the most part. There wasn't a lot of advertising or reaching out. There were a lot of problems with the project. That was one of them, in my opinion. Oh, I was wrong. Did I do my math wrong? So it should be... Been 2 and... Yeah, I did my math wrong. 11.5 tons. Doink. Oh, it counted the ones on the forks. That's why I was a little off. I didn't know it'd count the ones on the forks. Okay, well, there you go. Sold. So I always thought there should have been a road right here, because this is the main road. You just have to cut across here, and you're golden. Anybody coming? Nope. Can't remember. Does it leave? I think it leaves tracks in fields you don't own, right? Yeah, it does. I'm not sure if they're permanent, though, in the fields you don't own. Oh, no, I'm rolling backwards. What's this, a farming game with physics in it? It's crazy talk. I don't think it's... Yeah, it's not wet enough to get stuck, but... I think I only got stuck once that was not on purpose. Yeah, you were close though, Dark Ones. Look out, Bunny Rabbit! Going for it. What's up, Clay? Yeah, I mean, like I was saying earlier, somebody was asking that. There's elements of this game that are a lot better than Farming Simulator, in my opinion. But the fact that it's a dead game that was abandoned and never finished automatically makes it not better than Farming Simulator overall. In my opinion. Yeah, the physics, the crops. I mean, there's just so much to this game. There's soil simulation, compacting of various levels, how crumbly the soil is, all the various nutrients, how much rain you get. You know, is how much moisture is on the field. I'm gonna pull in here and see what exorbitant price it wants to fix my tractor. Yeah, $6,000. That's something that I think they could have balanced a little better if the game hadn't died. So you can maintain your equipment. And if we take this down, which one of the... I forget which is which. Yeah, okay. So care is like oil change, filters, that kind of thing. Condition is like heavy maintenance. So I can take the care up to 100% for $528. It'll only take a little less than 3 hours. If I want to fully repair this thing, it's going to be, you know, $6,400. It's going to take almost a whole day. So we're not going to do that. We'll just rock on. Yeah, there's a whole lot more simulation going on, just in general. Now, the cattle part was never finished, but the crops part is pretty much finished. So I still play it now and then to get my farming fix. And it's so hard to translate to a video, but just the feel, especially if you're in the cab, of driving a big heavy tractor. They just nailed it. Especially if you go over like little bumps and stuff. And yeah, it's just the acceleration, the inertia. It's just so good. I don't think anybody drives on this road, so we're just going to go for it. Hey, Janzi. Welcome. Which stuff was that, Zerg? There's a lot of mods for Farming Simulator that add things. Alright, do I still have... Yeah, I still have that turned on. I think... I do really enjoy picking up the forks. I'm going to turn off... Actually, let me just leave that on. See what happens. I do enjoy the bale physics with the forks. But I'll let AutoStack put it on the trailer. Yeah, and that feel is hard to describe in a video. I don't think it really comes across until you're actually controlling the vehicle. But there's a lot of limitations too, and most people that play Farming Simulator don't want all this deep simulation stuff. Like, you can't make your own fields. Woo! Apparently you can't put a bale on top of another one either. Oh, I had to tilt it up a little bit so you were wanting to stick. So it's kind of hard to see, but there's tire tracks in this field, and they're 3D. And that's impacting the soil. So I was showing this earlier, I'll show it again. So here's all the info for field 12, which we're on right now. I grew some barley, which I've then harvested, and we're picking up the straw from that I baled. These numbers are no good because it's been harvested. But... excuse me, it used up most of the nitrogen, phosphate, and potassium, so those are all down. It gives you a reference here for if you're going to plant barley again. Yeah, you want 150, 76, and 160 on those numbers. Oops. And of course those are way off, and you can pull that up. Any of these you can pull up and get a visualization on all the fields. Then you've got your ground conditions. Sorry, I just smacked the microphone. Crumbliness is kind of how much the top layer of the soil is compacted. So you can see all the tracks and stuff from just working the fields. And then the crumb density. I think this is how... that was described somewhere. This is how, like, dense the clumps are, if that makes sense. So it's, again, it's kind of the top density, and then there's upper soil and lower soil density. And this all kind of ties together for the field. So you can see the down deep in the lower soil, not a whole lot of impact from us driving around. And then if you want to reset that, there's plows and cultivators and whatnot that all do different depths. Now I was saying the surface wetness, that may not have ever been finished. So I may have to take that back. I'm not sure if that ever got finished. I'd have to look like right after a rain. And then you can see here we've got the sandy clay loam, kind of like precision farming on Farming Simulator. It's just more detailed. And if we zoom in here, we've got on this field, it's about 2/3 sandy clay loam and then another third medium sandy loam. And then that all ties into which crops, you know, like that kind of soil, that kind of thing. And then if we go to the equipment, there's not a ton of equipment in the game. Go look at cultivators though. So there's one cultivator. There's... Oh, I'm in fleet, that's why. There's a couple different kinds of plows. And they'll tell you like what they affect in the soil and how much, whether you decrease or increase it. And the work depth. So yeah, there's a lot going on in this dead game that I wish other farming simulators had. So seeing the Farm Sim 25 stuff at FarmCon kind of reignited a farming itch. So I've been playing this again. I've had this save for a while, but just fired it up recently. Clay is a word. Yep, it is. And you can get stuck in a wet field. It's not easy, but I managed to do it once. And I made a video. You can go find that on my channel. It's 3 or 4 years old probably at this point. I got stuck in that corner right over there. I got bogged down because I think I'd been spreading digestate maybe, and it had rained, and this corner of the field over there was super wet, and I ended up getting stuck. Had to come pull myself out. How much the clouds hurt when you nail your little brother. Spoken like a true country boy. I may have been involved in a dirt clod fight or two in my youth. I can neither confirm nor deny. I didn't have brothers though. I had to use my friends. My best friend had 2 little brothers. That worked pretty well. We would also have spear fights. I can't remember the name of the weed. If it was horseweed or... There's a certain kind of weed that would dry out, and then the root ball had kind of almost a tip to it. It made really good spears. Yo, drama. Yeah, it's a shame it had to die, but it is what it is. I think even if they had advertised, it probably would have still not done well, just because the vast majority of the niche market that is farm sim enthusiasts, they want what Giants has. They don't want a farming simulator. There's just not much demand for it. There's a little bit of demand, but there's not much demand for it. You might be a redneck if. Now, I'm from Missouri and Jeff's from Georgia, but there's a lot of crossover there. Oh, that's beautiful. Something's going to go wrong. I can feel it. No, we're all good. Okay. Stacked right up there. All nice and neat like. So let's go get these 2 bales over here. I'm going to get bold and try 4. I don't know if you can see that. Like, just that little bit of rock with the tractor. It's just so good. You actually have to drive kind of careful because it has physics. And the bales come off the forks, even if you don't have quite all the weight taken off. All right, let's get over here. We're going to try 4. It may fall off. This fork doesn't really support 4, but you got to kind of make it your own fun. DJ Go Ham? I'm not familiar with that one. If he's going ham, then that would explain the go fast and the cheats. It's all entertainment. Watch what you like. I mean, they have esports. Giants does, for crying out loud. Oh, she's heavy. Oh, no. Easy there, mouse. Getting a little squirrely with the mouse. All right, let's set that back down. Parking brake on. Let's go throw some more weight on the back here. I've got some plates in my back pocket. There we go. That's another 600 kilograms, I think. If I remember right. All right, let's try that. There we go. Back wheel didn't quite want to fall off the... Yeah, I'm not sure this is going to work. This is where the physics breaks down. It's good, but it's not perfect. A little higher so you're not dragging on the ground. Oh boy. Oh yeah, Farming Simulator Esports is a thing. I thought it was a joke when they first came out, but no, it's a thing. Look it up. Oh boy. Luckily we can go really slow in this game. That poor tractor, right? You can hear the metal creaking from here. In my head, anyway. We're seriously overloaded. Might blow a hose. I'm going to use the cruise. Let's just set that at 5. We're going to ease on over to the trailer. Turning slow with the keyboard's a little bit of a challenge. Do a little pulse width modulation. Oh, we made it. Okay, that was a little crazy. All right, something I haven't tried yet. We actually have... We have auto load on the forks, too. Well, that doesn't seem to work. How does this work? Well, I don't remember. Okay, you just get close and it pops them on. Interesting. Nope. Oh, is it turned off after just one? Really? Oh, it only does one at a time? I'm so confused, game. Okay, well, what if I have 2 bales stacked on top of each other? Oh yeah, you can't do keys when you're in that menu. Oh, interesting. So it works, but it only does 1 bale at a time. Well, that's no fun. Who wants to do 1 bale at a time? Force feedback support. You know, I don't remember. It does support driving wheels and track IR. Both quite well. I don't remember about the force feedback support. I think it might just be centering, but I honestly don't remember. It's been too long. The track IR support is really good. It is super immersive in the cab with your track IR and your wheel. Getting pretty far from the trailer. Farm Sim Daddy, how's it going? This is a game. It was originally called Cattle and Crops. I think now it's on Steam as Professional Farmer Cattle and Crops, something like that. But it's abandoned. It's a dead game. It was abandoned back like 2.5, 3 years ago. Ran out of money. The crops part is pretty much done. The cattle part is not done. There's really not much to do with the cattle. You can buy them and they'll grow and you can sell them. That's about it. Very, very basic cattle stuff. But all the crop stuff is in and works pretty well. It's very much a simulator. So it's right up my alley. And I just get the urge sometimes to do real farming simulation, and so I'll fire this up. Yeah, Track IR in ATS is great. Excel has an esport. Nice. And he whips out the pivot table. Yeah, Farm Sim Daddy, there's mods, but you know, it's dead. There's nobody making mods for it anymore. And it's an oddball engine called C4 that nobody's ever heard of. There's basically very, very little documentation on how to mod it. There were some mods. I did a farm series, a video series, I think like 30 videos or so. Maybe 3.5 years ago, something like that. And I used some mods in that. I don't know what the state of the mods are these days. With it being dead and abandoned, and the forums are not even there anymore. The website's down. There's just nothing left. It is still for sale on Steam, because I guess I haven't bothered to take it down, but it is dead and buried. One of the failed projects, unfortunately, that you sometimes get off Kickstarter and then Steam Early Access. All right, you need to go on there, and then you need to go on... Nope, it's not fixating. Oh, I'm still on the... I need to get back on the trailer. There we go. They're skidding off the trailer again. There's no, sorry, I got lost in thought there. There's no Steam Workshop support. The mods that are there, I don't know if there's any on Nexus, but there's some on ModHoster, modhoster.com. I think it's cnc.modhoster.com, at least it used to be. I don't know what's out there, what works with this version of the game or any of that stuff. I haven't done mods for years. And there wasn't a whole lot out there. It was a very niche, small community. It wasn't advertised much. It was mostly Germans. But there's a little bit of stuff. I had some, I think some other combines, maybe some other tractors. I forget what I used when I had the mods on. I just wanted to chill and load some straw tonight, so here we are. Loading straw. This is barley straw. If you saw my video on this last weekend, where I did a lot of talking about just a better farming simulator, this is the barley that I was harvesting. Baled up the straw from that. I'm going to have to get off here in about 15 minutes, just a heads up. Got to do some more work tonight. Uh-oh. I didn't think I was close enough for that to grab. Whee! But yeah, I wouldn't recommend buying this. It is dead. It's abandoned. The website's not even there anymore. But the crop spark does work. I have some fun with it still. Whee! Wink. I will show something real quick, just in case for people that aren't familiar with this game. So let's go over here to our main menu, and I've got 2 hired helpers that I'm paying every month, and I'll have them do stuff. So let's say when I get all this straw picked up, I want to come maybe cultivate the field. So I can go to tasks, and there is a full calendar. It's all hour by hour. It's real time. So tasks, and I've made some templates to help me out. So here I have a field work template that's already set up for cultivating. So I can say a new task from preset. And I can say tomorrow, today's the 23rd of October in game. So I can say tomorrow at say 8 o'clock, I want this guy to go cultivate field 12. Pretty sure that's the field I'm in. So this template I already have set up for Freddy to drive this tractor with this cultivator. Just got to tell him the field. If it was partially cultivated, he should pick up where he left off, so you can force it to restart if you want. Yeah, that's the field area. You can have multiple people doing different areas of the field sometimes. I don't care which field entry comes in. I want him to go back to the farm when he's done. You can have him keep the vehicle combination or put the stuff back where he got it, that kind of thing. And then, yeah, 24th, 8 o'clock, boom. So that's on the calendar now. It's for tomorrow morning. Why does it say it's going to take him all day? Okay. All right, don't show the templates. Yeah, I think that's messed up. Anyway, so tomorrow at 8 o'clock, he'll come cultivate this. There you go. So you can play just as a farm manager if you want to. That's all I have to do. Just tell him which equipment to use and what field. He will hook up the equipment and drive over here and work on it and then go back to the farm. So I need to get this straw picked up before tomorrow morning. You're still on auto collect. I'll finish this trailer off. And we'll wrap it up. So the AI support is really nice. I didn't plant or fertilize either of these 2 crops I've got here on the field this year. I had the AI just do that while I was working. They'd be out here working in the fields. Every once in a while, they'll have an issue like get stuck. Especially if you have a combine and a tractor working together. Sometimes they'll get in situations where they get stuck together. But for the most part, it works really well. That's why I have 2 AI, because I can't have them harvest. So one guy will be running the combine, the other guy will be offloading, and he'll go put it in whichever grain bin you tell him to. Pretty slick. Okay, that is 4 high, I'm pretty sure. that's all we can hold. So let's head for the sell points, and then we'll wrap up this stream, because I do have to get off here and I've got some more work to do. Stick the four-wheel drive on, because we'll probably need that to get out of here. I think the AI can handle bales, so let me tell him to go here. Then I'll just turn on the AI. Let him drive. See if the bales stay on there. I think when the AI is driving, that locks it to the trailer, but I don't remember for sure. Kind of looks that way. Zoom out a bit here. Hey, we're in the trees. The AI will beep at your animals if they get in the way. That's the main farm. Very German. So let me hop out here. He's beeping at me because I was in the way. I'm going to go to fly mode here. Scroll is outside the window. There we go. Nope, nope. Why are you scrolling over there? There we go. It was scrolling my chat as well. So yeah, it's very German farm. So we've got the cow barn here, and then we've got our grain storage. We dump in the floor, and it goes in the areas up here. There's a pipe system. Hey, Gump. Yes, I think Farm Sim will continue to be just slow, incremental changes. They take the most popular mods, ruin them and water them down, and throw them in the game and ship it. Well, I heard you, Mouse. Where are you? There he is! He's trying to eat my grain. You need to get out of here, rat. Or mouse, or whatever you are. It's like a rat. Whoa! Cat! Where's my cat? Cat! Hey. There's a rat up in the barn. You're not doing your job. Uh-oh. I was too low when I turned off fly mode. Let's try that again. There we go. There's a key to pet the cat. I don't remember what it is. Is it J? No, that's the whistle. Just brings them to you. I thought there was a key to pet the cat, but I might be wrong. What's up, doggy? Alright, let's check back in with this guy. He still has all the bales, so that's good. I'm going to sell the bales and get off here. Appreciate y'all hanging out for an impromptu stream. I'm going to try to get a stream in, probably Andy Stasi this weekend if I get time. So I will see you there, or I'll see you in the comments. If you're new here, I play a little bit of everything. And it's all in the playlist on my channel. You can look through there and find all the different series I've done. Have a good one, folks. Take care. I'll catch you in the next adventure.